It starts as a typical commute. You're driving home on the highway. The snow is falling a little harder than predicted, but the roads seem fine. Then, brake lights appear ahead. Traffic slows to a crawl, and then it stops completely. You sit there for 20 minutes, then an hour, then 3. The sun goes down. The temperature outside drops to 0 degrees. The fuel gauge is slowly ticking down. You are no longer a commuter. You are a survivor in a mass casualty event. Every year, thousands of motorists get stranded on interstates during blizzards. One minute you are listening to a podcast, and the next you are fighting for your life. Most people think the biggest danger is freezing to death or running out of food, but they are wrong. The first thing that kills people in a snowbound car isn't the cold and it isn't hunger. It is an invisible mistake that happens within the first 90 minutes of getting stuck. If you don't know the clear pipe rule, you might fall asleep to pass the time and simply never wake up. In this video, we're breaking down the 5 deadly factors that claim lives when the highway becomes a graveyard, and exactly what you need to do to survive the night. Let's start with the immediate threat, carbon monoxide. When you're stuck, your instinct is to keep the engine running to stay warm. It makes sense, but as the snow falls, it accumulates around the rear of your vehicle. If the snow covers your tailpipe, the exhaust gas has nowhere to go. It backs up under the chassis and seeps into the cabin through the floorboards and vents. Carbon monoxide is odorless and colorless. It binds to your blood cells 200 times faster than oxygen does. You won't choke, you won't cough. It tricks your brain. You don't feel pain, you feel a false sense of comfort. You will just feel a little drowsy. You will think, I'll just close my eyes for a bit. That is how entire families die on the highway. It is the most peaceful way to die, but it is entirely preventable. You must check your tailpipe every time you clear the windshield. If the snow is piling up, you have to get out and dig a trough behind the car to let the gas escape. And critically, you should only run your engine for 10 minutes every hour. This conserves fuel and minimizes the poison risk. This brings us to the second killer, which is a mistake made before you even left your house. We call it dressing for the ride, not the crash. Modern cars are climate-controlled bubbles. You leave your warm house, get in your warm car, and drive to your warm office. So you wear a light jacket and sneakers. But when the engine dies, your car becomes a freezer. Glass and metal are terrible insulators. Without an engine, the interior temperature of your car will match the outside temperature in about 45 minutes. If you are wearing dress shoes or sneakers, your feet will be the first to go. Frostbite sets in on extremities in under 30 minutes at sub-zero temperatures. Once your feet are frozen, you lose the ability to walk to safety if rescue arrives. Keep a survival sack in your trunk. It needs a wool blanket, not cotton. Wool keeps you warm even if it gets wet, and a pair of old winter boots. When traffic stops, put the boots on immediately. Do not wait until you are already cold, because by then your fingers might be too numb to tie the laces. Now let's talk about your internal engine. You've been stuck for 6 hours. You're stressed, you are shivering. You realize you are incredibly thirsty. You look outside. You are surrounded by frozen water. You think, I'll just roll down the window and eat some snow. Stop. This is the single biggest biological error you can make. Eating snow doesn't hydrate you, it kills you. Here's the physics. To turn frozen snow into water, your body has to melt it inside your stomach. This requires a massive amount of heat energy. By eating snow, you are essentially pouring liquid nitrogen into your core. This drops your core temperature drastically, accelerating hypothermia. You are trading a minor problem for a fatal problem. You need to melt the snow before you consume it. This is why a simple metal cup and a lighter should be in your emergency kit. Or put snow in a water bottle and place it inside your jacket against your body heat to melt it slowly. Never eat it raw. Killer number 4 is psychological. It's the urge to do something. You see the car in front of you spinning its wheels. You think, if I get out and push, maybe we can get traffic moving. Or you decide to furiously shovel snow away from your tires for 20 minutes. You're working hard, you start to sweat, you feel hot, so you unzip your jacket. This is the wet cold trap. In a survival situation, sweat is death. The moment you stop exerting yourself, that layer of moisture on your skin will freeze. Water conducts heat away from the body 25 times faster than air does. A sweaty shirt at 0 degrees will suck the life out of you in minutes. You must manage your internal thermostat as carefully as you manage the car's fuel. Being slightly cool and dry is infinitely safer than being warm and wet. Furthermore, getting out of your vehicle on an icy highway is incredibly dangerous. Other cars lose traction. Sliding vehicles crush Good Samaritans every single winter. Stay inside. Unless you are in immediate danger of fire or collision, preserve your calories. Do not sweat. Do not try to be a hero. Your job is to conserve energy and heat. Finally, we arrive at the most tragic killer of all. It usually happens around hour 8 or 9. The car is cold. You are terrified. You see a light in the distance. Maybe it's a farmhouse or a gas station exit sign. You think, I can walk to it. It's not that far. This is the exit strategy illusion. In a blizzard, your depth perception fails. That light might be half a mile away, or it might be 5 miles away. Once you leave your vehicle, you lose your shelter. If the wind picks up, visibility can drop to 0 in seconds. This is called a whiteout. You will lose sight of the light and you will lose sight of your car. Without visual landmarks, humans cannot walk in a straight line. One leg is naturally dominant, causing you to drift. You think you are walking towards safety, but you are actually spiraling into the void until you collapse. Rescue teams are trained to look for vehicles on the road. A car is a large metallic reflector. It's easy to find. A human body buried in a drift is almost impossible to find until the snow melts in the spring. Stay with the vehicle. The only exception is if you can clearly see a building with smoke coming out of the chimney within 100 yards. Otherwise, buckle up and wait. Traffic jams are annoying, but winter gridlock is a survival situation. The rules of society pause and the laws of physics take over. Remember the 5 killers: carbon monoxide, inadequate clothing, eating snow, sweating, and leaving the vehicle. Open your trunk today. Throw a blanket, a candle, a metal cup, and a shovel. It might look like junk taking up space right now, but on a dark, frozen night on the interstate, that junk is the only thing separating you from the statistics. Do not rely on hope. Rely on physics and preparation. If you found this guide helpful, hit the like button so the YouTube algorithm warns other drivers before the next storm hits. Stay safe, stay warm, and thanks for watching.